Hi, my name is Gulam from Soft City. I'm an instructor for teaching front-end development using HTML. In previous video, I teach you about color property. In this video, I will also teach you coloring property by RGB color values. This is the part of the previous video. In HTML, color can be specified as an RGB value using this formula: RGB, opening brace, closing brace, red, green, blue. Each parameter, red, green and blue, defines the intensity of the color with the value between 0 and 255. You can specify the red color value from 0 to 255, and same like green color also can specify from 0 to 255, and blue color will also specify 0 to 255. This means that there are 256 multiplied by 256 multiplied by 256, that is equal to 167,077,216 possible colors. Wow! For example, RGB 255, 0, 0 is displayed as red because red is set to its highest value 255, and the other two, green and blue, are set to 0. Another example, RGB 0, 255, 0 is displayed as green because green is set to its highest value, because middle value is displayed green value and it is 255, and the other two, red and blue, are set to 0. To display black, set all color parameters to 0 like this: RGB 0, 0, 0. To display white, set all color parameters to 255 like this: RGB 255, 255, 255. Experiment by mixing the RGB values below. Now, this is our next slide, in which I will elaborate about RGBA color values. Before learning this, I would like to type some RGB color in my HTML notepad file. For this, first I will create my notepad file. For this, click on File, Save As. First found your folder, that is HTML. Now write name here: HTML colors elaboration. Dot HTML, and save this file. Now our file saved inside our Learn HTML folder. You can see HTML color elaboration. That is fine. Now try to type code here. First tag is doc type HTML. Next is HTML tag with starting and ending tag. Inside HTML we have head tag with starting and closing tag. Inside head tag we have title tag with starting and closing tag. Here type your title, HTML, coloring, explanation in details. After head tag we have body tag with starting and closing tag. Inside body tag we have H1 with starting and closing tag, and content of H1 is this is the heading. After H1 we have P tag with starting and closing tag, and content of P is this is a paragraph. Now let's see the use of RGB colors. For this I will use style attribute. Inside double quotation I will use color property colon. Inside, instead of using name I will use RGB, opening brace, closing brace. Now we have to specify red, comma, green, comma, blue value. Let I specify 255, comma 0, comma 0. Save this by Ctrl plus S and go to your Learn HTML folder. Right click on that file. For seeing output, select Google Chrome. Now you can see the color of heading is this is a heading. Text color of heading, this is a heading. Now try to use some another color inside our P tag. Color RGB, opening and closing brace, green, red, blue values 5, 0. Let's see what is output of that code. Now the text color of the paragraph is green. If you want to show blue, you will specify highest value, that is 255, inside blue part. Let refresh. Now there text color is changed to blue. Now let's see different colors by changing values. Like I paste here 5, here 67, here 89, and save the file and refresh our page. You can see color now changed to black, light black. If I specify here 89, 150, 180. Let's see the color. You can see the text color is changed. So this way you can use RGB value to change your text color, background color, etc. Now move forward to our next slide, which is RGBA color values. What is RGBA color values? RGBA color values are an extension of RGB color values with an additional value, that is alpha channel, which specify the opacity for a color. An RGBA color value is specified with RGBA, red, green, blue, and one more parameter, that is alpha. The alpha parameter is a number between 0.0 fully transparent and 1.0 not transparent at all. Experiment mixing the RGBA values below. Let's experiment this inside our HTML file. If I change this to 0, 255, 0, and fourth parameter is alpha, which value is from 0.0 to 1.0. So I will place here 0.5. Let's see the result by refreshing our browser. You can see this is green color, but this is looks light green. If I specify here 1.0, then default coloring text value will be, you can see this is dark color. If I specify lowest value, that is 0.0, and refresh my page, you can see now color is not displaying. For seeing text color, we should specify some more value. You can see lighter text color of green is displayed on our browser. So in this way, by mixing alpha, you can transparent to text color. You can change opacity of the colors by using alpha property in RGB color values. Now move forward to our next slide. In this slide, we can use third method, that is HEX color values. What is HEX color values? In HTML, a color can be specified using hexadecimal values in the form like hash, RR, GG, BB. RR stands for red, GG stands for green, and BB stands for blue. Where RR red, GG green, and BB blue are hexadecimal values between 00 and FF, same as decimal 0 to 255. Here 00 means smallest value and FF means highest value. For example, hash FF0000 is displayed as red because red is set to its highest value FF, and the other two, green and blue, are set to 00. Another example, hash 00FF00 is displayed as green because green is set to its highest value FF, and the other two, red and blue, are set to 00. To display black, set all color parameters to 00 like this, hash 000000. To display white, set all color parameters to FF like this, FF. Experiment by mixing the HEX values. Now move forward to our next slide, that is tells about HSL color values. Before studying this, we should type HFX values by color colon hash FF 0000. Let's see the output. For output, we will go to our browser. You can see the color is changed to red. If I change this to all zeros, now let's see what is the text color for this. Black. Our text color becomes black. Now let's change all to double F, and see the output. For seeing output, let's refresh our page. It's white color because our content area also is white, so this is not shown. Let's type here $30 and see the output. You can see light yellow color of text of paragraph is displayed on our screen. In this way, by mixing these values, you can set your desired color using HEX color values. Now let's move forward to our next slide, that is HSL color values. What is HSL color values? In HTML, a color can be specified using hue, saturation and lightness in the form HSL. S stands for hue, S stands for saturation and light stands for lightness. We should place inside starting and closing brace. Hue is a degree on the color wheel from 0 to 360. 0 is red, 120 is green and 240 is blue. Saturation is a percent value. 0% means a shade of gray and 100% means is the full color. Lightness is also a percentage value. From 0% is black and 100% is white. Experiment by mixing the HSL values. Now let's see on our code editor. Let's change this property to HSL, and inside braces I will place percentage of these values: hue, saturation and lightness. Like I first type 10%, after that I type 50%, and after that I type 80% and see the result on my browser window screen. This becomes light black. Now let's change value with other value, like this is 100%, this is also 100%, and this is also 100%, and change the value and observe our change in our browser by refreshing the page. You can see. Now let's change the value to 0, 50, 100, 0, 100 and 50, and save our file and refresh our browser for displaying the text color that is now becomes red. In this way you can change your color, text color of paragraph by mixing HSL values inside your style attribute. So now move forward to our next slide, in which I will teach you about hyperlinks. HTML hyperlinks. Hyperlinks is very important tag in HTML. HTML links or hyperlinks. The links we used in HTML is called hyperlinks. You can click on a link and jump to another document. When you move the mouse over a link, the mouse arrow will turn into a little hand. Note, a link does not have to be text. A link can be an image or any other HTML element. Syntax of link. The HTML A anchor tag defines a hyperlink. It has the following syntax. Now let's run this example live in our editor, Notepad++. I will type a tag, go to Google and specify here href attribute. Inside double quotation I will specify the URL where I want to go, https://www.google.com, full path of google.com. Save the file by pressing Ctrl+S, and for getting output refresh your page. Now you can see we have a link. When I mouse over the text, go to Google, hands comes inside arrow key. This shows that this is a hyperlink. Now I typed on that link. Now you can see when I typed, we go to a page that is google.com. In this way you can move one page to another by using hyperlink. Now what is next thing? Next thing is that how we specified target attribute in hyperlinks. HTML links the target attribute. By default, the linked page will be displayed in the current browser window. To change this, you must specify another target for the link. The target attribute specifies where to open the linked document. The target attribute can have one of the following values. Target attribute has 4 values: _self, _blank, _parent, _top. Default opens the document in the same window as it was clicked. _blank opens the document in a new window or tab. _parent opens the document in the parent frame. _top opens the document in the full body of the window. Now let's see live in our editor. If I specify here one more attribute, that is target, and set it to _blank and save the file. For getting output, we have to go to our browser, refresh our page and click on this link. I clicked. You can see we go to another tab window because we set target attribute is equal to _blank. If we set this to self, then new window will be opened inside this tab, not in another tab. First refresh. Remember, refresh of the page is very important. If you not refreshed and try to get your desired output, it will not browser displayed. When you change your editor, save your file, and first step is when you went to your browser, refresh your page by this icon or pressing Ctrl plus R. Now let's see what happened. Now you can see Google is opened inside our tab, while when I set target is equal to underscore blank, Google is opened here, another tab. So there are two remaining. Underscore parent, this is used in parent frame. When we learn iframe tag in our next tutorials, then I will explain you underscore parent. Underscore top opens the document in full body of the window. Let's see, change this file to underscore top. Save the file, refresh our browser, first open that file and refresh. Now let's see, it looks same as underscore self. So one thing you remember, that Anchor has by default value target is equal to underscore self. This is a by default value of Anchor tag to show new page inside the page we write down the Anchor tag link. Now let's see what is next. Next is HTML image as a link. We can use different images as a HTML link. How we can use? For this, we will went to our editor and type here, remove the text and type here img tag. First you have to declare src, means source attribute, where your file is located, where your image is located that you want to display it. My image is located inside downloads, not downloads, inside my image is saved in the folder that is learn HTML, our folder in which we place all of our files. Now first I specify this name, smiley, S capital MILEY dot GIF. Extension of this file is .svg, sorry, not GIF, .svg. Now let's see the output. Save the file, go to your image is not displayed correctly in our browser. Let's see the reason why it is not displaying correctly. img src is equal to smiley.gif. Let's change the image. Let's change this with capture, CAPTURE, capture.png, and see the results in our browser by refreshing this. You can see we have image, but it is very big. So let's set their width and height to overcome the width and height of the image. Width is equal to 50 px, height is equal to 50 px, and Ctrl+S for saving. Now move forward to our browser window and see the result. You can see our image is now small. You can see when I hover my mouse on this link, hand link is shown. This means this is a link. When I click on image, we will go to google.com. So in this way you can use different images inside anchor tags to display your desired images in anchor tag. Now move forward to our next topic, that is how we link to an email address. Link to an email address. Use mail to inside the h1 attribute to create a link that opens the user's email program to let them send a new email. Okay, for this example is shown. This is a really simple example, like starting and ending of an anchor tag, href tag that has href inside the, let's zoom. Now you can see inside href we have mail to someone@example.com. Here you can specify your desired mail where you want to send mail. Now move forward. What is use of title inside anchor tag? For this I go to my editor and type here inside starting tag of anchor tag, title is equal to our Google link and press save button. Now let's see the output. For seeing output we have to open that file. For open of this file we have to go to learn HTML, right click on that file and open with Google Chrome. You can see we have image and an additional information. Our Google link is also displayed on the image. This is called title tag. In this way you can use title tag inside your anchor tag. Now let's go to our next slide, that is bookmark link. How we create bookmark link. Bookmarks can be useful if a web page is very long. To create a bookmark, first create the bookmark, then add a link to it. When the link is clicked, the page will scroll down or up to the location with the bookmark. Example, first use the ID attribute to create a bookmark. For example, inside heading tag, ID is equal to C4, then add a link to the bookmark. Jump to chapter 4 within the same page. href is equal to hash ID used here, C4. Jump to chapter 4. Now let's see in editor how we use bookmark inside our HTML file. For this, I will remove this anchor tag, and inside my heading tag I will type here chapter 1 and set ID to ID is equal to C1, means chapter 1, and let's type another heading. For copying, command is Ctrl C. First select the area you want to copy and then Ctrl V. Set this to H2 and this content to H2. I copy again, Ctrl C, Ctrl V, and set this is to chapter 3. Now our bookmark is maintained. Now we will go to how we use these bookmarks. For using these bookmarks, now let's go to on the top. Let's type a tag here. Inside a tag I will type chapter jump to chapter 4, jump to chapter 4, and set href attribute is equal to hash C4. We have to delete all these beside first one and set this to C4. We must have some text before that tag chapter 1. For this I will use p tag, and inside p I will type content. If you required some dummy content, you would go to Lorem Ipsum website. This website is used for dummy content. You can generate as per your requirement. I will copy this from here and type here inside p tag. I will copy again this p tag for showing you that our page will be scrolled down to chapter not 1, chapter 4. After clicking on jump to chapter 4, place one time again and again. Now see the output. Save your file, go to your browser, refresh your browser, Now let's see. Content is short, we have to copy some more paragraphs, like seven to 8 times again. For seeing the bookmark link tag result, let's save. Refresh our browser. Now you can see jump to chapter 4 is a hyperlink, and chapter 4 is present at the bottom of the page. When I click on jump to chapter 4, you will see scroll down to chapter 4. You can see now we are on the bottom and we are on the chapter 4. We should have some text after chapter 4 for clear our bookmark concept. For this I will copy this and paste here again. Ten times and save the file. Refresh our browser. Click on jump to chapter 4. Now you can see chapter 4, the scroll is down and we have chapter 4 is on the top. We jump to chapter 4 directly from jump to chapter 4. When we click here, we jump to chapter 4. In this way you can use bookmark tag inside your editor. Now see what is next thing. Next thing is that how we use HTML with CSS. Using CSS. CSS can be added to HTML documents in three ways. Inline, by using the style attribute inside HTML elements. Internal, by using a style element in the head section. External, by using a link element to link to an external CSS file. The most commonly way to add CSS is to keep the style in external CSS file. However, in this tutorial we will use inline and internal styles because this is easier to demonstrate and easy for you to try it yourself. I will teach you this in next tutorial because our video is already really lengthy, becomes lengthy. So watch my video, do your work, do your assignments, focus on your work, try all the video tutorials, lectures, assignments for better understanding of HTML, and type your code, most importantly, in the editor. If you type, you save the file, you get the result, you will better understand the HTML, their output and all of that stuff. So that's all from today video's tutorial. I will meet you in next tutorial. So keep doing your work. If you follow my all video tutorials, you would have better understanding, you would have expertise in HTML. So keep work and keep work. Take care.